Hello, my name is Deep. Okay? Deep. And do you know the meaning of Deep? It means these small diyas. Yes. And you know why my name is Deep? No? It's because I was born on the day of Diwali. So my mom decided to keep my name as Deep. And that's why we are here to celebrate Diwali. Okay. So before we start doing the craft and everything, we should know why we are here. So can I tell you a story? Can I tell you a story? I'm going to be a little slow because we have kids over here who speak Danish and their mother is going to help them in understanding the story. So I'll go a little slow. Does everybody know about the festival of lights, Diwali? Yes. Now it's very important to know the story, to concentrate on what I'm saying, because after the story we are going to have a quiz, and whoever answers the questions correctly gets some candies. So do you want to have candies? No? Why?
I don't like candies.
Okay, so I'll start with the story now. Diwali, or the festival of lights. Once upon a time, there was a king named Dashrath. He had 4 sons. Listen carefully. He had 4 sons: Ram, Bharat, Lakshman, and Shatrughan. Okay? The oldest son was called Ram. When Ram married a lovely princess called Sita, what was Ram's wife's name? Sita. King Dashrath decided to give up the throne and let Ram take over his throne. So he wanted Ram to become the king. Ram's stepmother was very jealous. She wanted the throne for her son Bharat. A long time before, she had saved King Dashrath's life. And then he had promised her that he would give her 2 wishes. And she said that now I want to use those 2 wishes. And how did she use those 2 wishes? She asked King Dashrath, I want my son Bharat to become the king, and I want Ram to leave the kingdom and go to the forest for 14 years. How many years? 14 years, yes. So, Ravan. Now it's time to introduce the villain in the story. Yes. Ravan, the demon king with 10 heads, heard of Sita's beauty and goodness and planned to kidnap her. So when Ram and Sita went with Lakshman to the forest, Ravan, a demon king who had 10 heads, heard about Sita's beauty, that she's so beautiful, and he wanted to kidnap her. Do you think it's a good idea?
No.
So, he made a plan. And what was the plan?
To kidnap her.
Yeah. The plan was to kidnap her, but how to kidnap her?
To make some trap by putting a deer, and then Sita will think that's beautiful to hunt, and then Robin could go.
Yes, so he knows it. So by magic, he asked his cousin to turn into a golden deer. Seeing the deer, Sita was tempted and asked Rama, "Can you please get me that deer? I really want that deer." And when Rama did not return, she also asked Lakshman to go and get that deer. Do you know what happened next?
Robin came to kidnap
Yes.
In a pose of a beautiful man.
Yes. So, yes. So Ravan, who was waiting for just this opportunity, disguised as a holy man, and approached Sita for answers. When Sita stepped close to Ravan, he grabbed her with his arms and took her away.
But the part what we missed with the part where Lakshman Rekha.
Okay, yes, I can tell you about Lakshman Rekha.
You missed the part when there's a demon in the forest with the girl. You missed that part.
Oh yes. See, it's a very long story. But if I have to make a summary of the story, you know, it's a big book. So if I have to make a summary of the story, I cannot tell everything. But you are most welcome to come over here and say once I'm done. Would you like to do that? Some facts that I have missed in the story. Okay. So, Ravan, the 10-headed demon, took Sita to Lanka. Where did he take Sita to?
Lanka. Called Sri Lanka.
Yes, and imprisoned her in a garden named Ashok Vatika. So where was Sita imprisoned? In a garden called Ashok Vatika. And gave a time of 12 months for her to decide if she wants to marry Ravan or not. Do you think Sita would marry Ravan?
No. And in the end, I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but not now. Okay. Ram and Lakshman searched for Sita. They couldn't find Sita. And then they met a brave monkey warrior called Hanuman. Yes. So he is a monkey god, and Ram and Lakshman, while they were looking for Sita, met this monkey warrior called Hanuman. Hanuman and his friends promised Rama to help in finding Sita.
But then what about in this case?
So there you go. There is Hanuman. Isn't he cute?
But how does it look like that? He's giant. He could turn giant and he could...
Yes, that's right. Ravan had captured Sita and kept her across a big ocean. So, yes, he kept her across a big ocean. But how would Ram and Lakshman and Hanuman and his entire army reach
Because the
Sita?
monkey made a bridge of rocks.
Yes. Yes. So, Hanuman and his army helped in making a bridge. Yes, made up of stones and rocks.
And he written something, a message on the
Yes.
rocks.
See, they have written. Can you see on the screen?
Yeah.
They wrote. There is a story behind this also. You know what happened when they were making the bridge with the stones? Every time they were trying to put the stone was sinking. But as soon as they wrote Ram, because Ram has got magical powers, as soon as they wrote Ram on the stone started floating, and they could make this big bridge, and that is how they crossed the ocean. So now, after this, Ravan was finally, in Ram's hand. And then, this was one of the greatest battles ever seen. The fighting lasted for 10 whole days. And finally, Rama killed the demon.
But he killed her. The arrow was made from all the gods.
Yes, that's right. So finally, he killed Ravana. It took 10 days to kill him. The fight went on for 10 days. And on the 10th day, when he killed, that is when we celebrate a festival called
Diwali!
No. It's called Yes, it's called Dashera. It's called Dashera, and Dashera is celebrated all over India. Yeah. and Dashera. Yes, all over India. And in West Bengal, the name of this festival is Durga Puja. What is it?
Durga Puja!
Yes. So, and then after all this adventure, Rama and his family decided to return home. But it was a moonless dark night. There was no light, no moon. But people were so happy that Rama was returning home that they lit the entire path and their houses with candles, with lamps, diyas. You know the diyas that you're going to make now with them. And that's when, and you know why they did that? Just to show Ram, Lakshman, Sita to guide them way back home. So that is why this is the day when, on this moonless night, when Rama, Sita and Lakshman were returning, and when the whole kingdom was decorated with diyas. This is the festival, this is Diwali, that was the day of Diwali, when they welcomed them back home by lighting their houses everywhere. Yes. So that is why Diwali is called Festival of Lights. Can you tell me the moral of the story? Yes? Festival of Lights, that's true. But what does it really mean? Yeah? Yes, something like that. So Diwali is also known as Festival of Lights, where the light signifies victory of good over evil. There are many things, there are many bad things inside us, and this story tells you that you can win over those bad things. So this festival signifies the victory of good over evil. Rama was a good person and Ravana was not. So he won, he killed him, and that's how. In India, Diwali is the most important festival, and it is celebrated. It's the most important festival celebrated. Yes, that's true. It's the biggest festival of Hindus, and it is celebrated all across India. On this day, what do we do?
Eat yummy food.
Yes. Yes. And get gifts. Yes. And one more thing we do on this day.
And then do fireworks.
Yes. So you've answered all the questions already. I made some questions, but I think all the questions are already answered. So are you ready for the quiz now?
Yes. I don't know the answer ready.
Yeah, I know that. You should get a big candy box for this. Yeah. And if you want to share something which I missed, please talk.
I don't want any candy.